EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Rodgers. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Can. Second down, Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
It's now fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A carry here for Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. Exiting the pocket right. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, Disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Right, 80. Right, hot. Stop.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Here we go. 11 MT. Right, 80. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Not only did they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go.
Here's first and goal. Hero is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your fucking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. To the 45. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with something. But it's not always going to be
some bullshit.
Possession one. What are you going to do in possession two? We just got answer. They took it down 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from 3. He'll get this on the 20. That's where they're going to set up.
Fuck. Oh, let's see. No.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Get set. Big 13. 13.
Burrow now.
Yes, in this one. He is taking the. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go.
They can.
Now, Burrow. He's going to have
He's going to a first down.
nice pickup.
They've done a nice job
Spreading the ball, make the defense many different weapons possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching side. I think this guy is something they needed to get involved early, and so
that might be his
first target. I don't think it's going to be as high. Higgins sent in motion. Let's go. Get sweet and still in the middle. They can go. We're only getting Jalen Ramsey to make the play. He gets in the next position. Keeps this to a month. Getting it back.
On two, ready?
On two, ready? Here's second down and 7. Here we go.
Wide 80.
A
touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7 on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this.
No.
It's Bengals football here to begin
the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7.
Said I want to be down. Come on.
Here we go. Wide 80.
We're going to work this inside the 45. They get 18 on that ball. And the Bengals will have a first down. This is really just finding the hole in coverage, Mike. Here's the saying, when you're open, stay open. That's the heart of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback. But in space, and you're able to convert. They'll set up the screen. They get 14 in the screen. And it's a first down. You can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense. How fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball and pick up the first down. Here, once defense they come along to the previous play, 6 through the edge. They try to change it up with a draw, but defense wasn't helping. Didn't sell it. They're able to stop it. Wide 80. Here in second down.
No! God damn!
To the end zone.
Fuck! Straight, man. Fuck.
We'll start this.
Speak of maybe a game of yards. It's second down. Brings up second. From the gun.
Oh my God.
18 up there. Good for a Steelers first down. The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head.
What does that do?
It's a little bit easier for somebody to so it makes you start catching the day. And you know, it doesn't look like much, Mike. Sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in tennis ball, what they say. Sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 9. The shotgun.
It's in the air.
We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. They kick them. They turn it into a big 6.
And the reality is, this has just been a first throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball and they're able to take it all the way to 6.
The TD on is McPherson. Took this one away. This one, it's up to the baseline, the end zone, and the ball's coming out to the 35. That one dropped the ball.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early in this drive, but they're just doing their job of really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Escaping the danger, hitting everything. You only get a 1 yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Oh my God.
They'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Roger, good flip. Another touchdown on the clock. This one, 13 yards.
This is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league, the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field like when you build all these empty or 5 wide sets. You keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat. Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Second down at 8.
The Bengals 26-yard line.
Throwing, Rodgers.
Yeah! Let's go!
He's been intercepted.
Let's go!
It's not often you think breaks for it. Forgets to make a return and off the interception. Is it beautiful when it does? When the defenders just flip and become blocks, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. Even some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! God damn it! Let's go!
The Bengals will take a 21-7 lead. The TD on is McPherson. Kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the no fun of putting this in the landing area. It will come out over the new rule to the 35-yard. Here for one.
Fuck, man! Get his ass! Damn!
A big time
I'm not sure you can find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than the run right there. I mean, he got the first read. You got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They were 1st and 10.
Fuck, man. Fuck!
Fuck, well down for the extra point. The Steelers drop closer here. 21-14. Still a little time. Final minutes of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff, and it's coming their way. It started the 4. He'll get this. The 45 of the 25. On two, operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Done. Ready? Burrow. The Bengals are going to come for the first one inside. They'll start with just under 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the best in real estate. Every offense is hoping to achieve. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chalk play.
First down throw there is incomplete.
This entire game, you've really seen this quarterback very efficient, being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his. Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now second down throw for Burrow. As he throws, it means incomplete. Just doesn't deliver to one way and right. You not really sure if there's much there anyway. We do know every 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry just ends up being a wasted ball.
180! Legs high!
On third down, they'll turn up the front. They'll try to set up with the screen.
And a good short right there.
Stops him up this distance from the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second.
They'll stop with 37 seconds remaining until halftime. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Big 13! Big 13! Here's Burke. This one. They wind up again over. This is Waddle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick it up about three. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. Just out with 18 seconds to go. Give a first half. Yeah. Second and 7. Rodgers.
Hell no. Hell no.
Right with them, and we'll bring up American. Play action now. What's right?
Hell no. Hell no.
It's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Wakeman out to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback. Come out to the 20-yard line. So we're at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League. EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half we'll see and finish strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more. The second half gets underway. Here we go. Hey, Can. Gesicki, the man in motion. Off the play. Here's Burke. Moving to his right. Off he goes. Let's swap it to it. The 6. You can see the ball clearly goes for all his instructions. He's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. Makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. It's quick.
Oh, block him, bro.
The defense.
Block him.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen in display like this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle. To keep this ball carrier to no gain is a complete safety play.
Fuck.
Just to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down and make a play for him. It's into the end zone. A touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here's
Here's
Warren.
Warren.
And
And the man to get puts a hit for football. Second and 4. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 4. And three. To throw, it's mounted.
Yeah.
Second is incomplete.
It's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game has really been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position to complete less than half of your pass attempts. It just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. They want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game, winning this one.
It's a pickup.
Typically, in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. When you run to this offensive play caller, you flip these tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Once again, in the squad. This one. They stop him for no gain. A gain of a yard. Second and 31. Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line. 318. To throw, it's Rogers.
Yeah.
Intercepted. Picked up on the 20. With a fourth field. Extend that lead.
These are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
So the 3 tight ends here. First and 10. Here we go. Dot. Right 80. Dot. Right away, they'll try to catch speed.
Disagree. It's a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these defenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, they snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there can be a lot of gain.
Second and he's from Mississippi. He'll be just like that. It's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit confused. Your offense just turned the ball over, and you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but when they dig in, and at least force a field goal.
Here's a run. Outside and goal. On the far out. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 9 for the year. McPherson, good, running it to point. And the Bengals double it. It is a 28-15 game. The TD is McPherson to keep this one away. This will be returned from the 6th. get this up to the 28-yard line. It's placed for the drive to start. Let's give him the triple. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Roger. It's really a disappointing performance. I'm surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to look it's still going to make the play. The pressure not to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they? Might be luckily for him, he saw that free rush. At the very least, was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack. Here we go. Right 80. From the shot, it's good. They nearly connected up the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively. Right 80. I just don't like this look at this messaging. It just seems a bit correct. The 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, the dangerous some of these throws have been, even more. McPherson's kick is good. And this is what you need. Clearly the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. And you score every time you get the ball. You're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25. On the ground, this is one. And he'll be taken down before the line. It's a game of 16. And very quickly, first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Forward for a gain of 4 yards. Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Michael. You know, I love watching him perform. The reality is, it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort, unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 38 yards. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Rodgers game.
Let's go.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, get a chance at that hit. I'm one right from the ball's thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, it's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover and it's their offense out of our field.
Time runs on this third quarter of play. So, three-quarter, come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On one, Rich from the 24 now. Here is second and 6. Gun. They go play action for Burrow. A gain of 16 yards. That's a Cincinnati touchdown.
These crossing concepts are frequently used throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. Very often on the side of the defense, right? And rely heavily on the yards after the catch. This big game.
Inside the 45. Give him 17 So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I have the lead? This time it's a 6-6 going game. As opposed to getting those meaningless yards. The Bengals going to have a touchdown. Contribute in the passing game, Mike. And it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, you have to be athletic enough to the catch to take advantage of some of these tributes. So it's exactly what you guys here. And I can see why he's such a big part of this offense. And he'll take this forward. It's second down. Your team are gone. To throw is thrown. Completion running there. This is just probably trying to run here in the fourth quarter. They were probably trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Open up even further here in this fourth quarter. The TD on is McPherson. Get this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And a decent return there. He'll get this in just time with the 30. A-Rod down to throw. And first down. Beat NFL second player from the and there drop up as he registers the sack number 4 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Third and long. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. Another reception. This is during the ball. It's only having a handful of times since the turn up on the left. It's an entire season's worth of picks. Thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. It's a game of 22, and it sets up first and goal. And this is the point of the game where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Here we go. Stop. Don't run with him again. Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score. When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost when you see yourself this close to the end zone. To follow your questions to see what the next couple plays are, and you're able to take advantage and end up punching it in. The TD on is McPherson to keep this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. Oh, he's got through one. The 30.
That's it.
He's going to take this.
Good shit.
That's it. You talk about a response after the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown. The special teams when it comes back to get the 6 wins on the other side. Get their license for someone off and you want to go down and get a touchdown. You're staying amongst each other. You're saying, hey, you're going to get the ball. Let's go get one of our own. In this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. They go back, get a score for us. It'll be dropped down past 25. He needs a field position to start this drive.
Here we go. Can.
Here's the ground. And he will. Even with great time. on the other side. To be able to run this baby all the way to the line. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go, here we go. Down. Down.
Back to him on
To him on first down. There, just a short hit.
Look him up
on a second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Down.
Ready? And down.
to throw.
To throw is thrown.
The ball deflected.
Deflected at least a couple times. Final throw to the back. It's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver.
And it's going
to be third down.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Good game, bro.
Curry Davis here. Down to it. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. It stops with 33 seconds remaining. The Bengals ready to put this one away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. He looks up, he's taken down. Right away, what's it just hold on to the ball. Immediately after hauling that one in. On first down. This one. Get on the field. Come front of me. He'll bring up second down.
Well, this one is over. These guys aren't going to let up one day. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Second down. Rodgers. He was shaking out the bell and feeling that time. And third down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know that this offense has to be one dimension. This needs to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. At the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, Rodgers. Here we go. That's going to be the final play. It's
So this is where it gets really challenging in this offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding in those windows downfield.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. I'm on a first and 10 now, number 36. Big 13. They bring Chase in motion. He'll be right down. Now put a wrap on this one. Not expired in this fourth quarter. So this was a win for the visiting Bengals. They get the victory away from home in the division. so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their plates next time, later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.